Welcome back to the Gray Street Radio Podcast. I'm the better host, Michael, Mikey, and this is
Danny. And that is all ostensibly false because I am truly the better host here. But that's all right. And you know what? We actually got a special guest for you today. He's an amazing rapper, and of course, an amazing organizer.
No, he's much amazing.
Much amazing of this organization called Backroom Sessions. Please give it up for Bause Mason. Welcome, Bause Mason, to the studio. We only got 2 people clapping right now because of COVID.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we'd have a full audience.
We would have a full audience.
We're totally
otherwise.
popular enough for a full audience, guaranteed. No doubt about it.
We have a close set right now. There's a big production team, but they can't clap.
So, boss, I have a question for you.
What it is was good.
Why is Michael Pineda, the greatest guitarist in Miami, and why is he your favorite guitarist?
Why? Honestly, it has something to do with the pipes. The way the strings and the pipes come together.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, let's actually get into the real questions, though.
All right, here's the real questions. First of all, where were you on August 4th, 1961?
Ooh.
I was, I think, being reborn for the second time.
Second time
or third time.
Dude,
I don't
that's
know. It gets
epic.
foggy.
I feel that. Okay.
All right, but okay. So if you'd like to, could you explain what Backroom Session is to the audience that may not know?
Okay, yeah. Backroom Sessions is a local platform where our niche is basically having multi-genre artists under one, powerhouse showcase. We like to work with artists from all walks of life, and our whole mantra is put the bottom of the map on the map. We work with a lot of local businesses, and yeah, we're just a platform for locals by locals, and we're doing our thing.
There you go, man. Cool.
Very noble organized. I think so, at least.
No, seriously, yeah.
Like, not being sarcastic at all. I know I come off that way sometimes, but I do think it's a great thing. Like, I remember catching a show for Violet Wonder.
There you go.
And that's where I was introduced to Backroom Sessions and you and Angie. So how did you and Angie both started it together, or you started it first? Bring us to the start and then bring us to here.
Okay, so to start, it was 2016 around August. It was like it had just been my birthday, and I had just turned 22, and I was really just trying to get into the groove of like trying to find myself. Like the human's journey. You're trying to find your place. Your footing in the world. And I liked music, but I never was really like I never performed. I was never really doing it. So I started going to places, looking at places to perform. At the time, me and Angie were kickboxing all the time, and I started kind of showing her music. And I was like, oh, look, I do music. And I started kind of going to places. And then one day in November, she invited me to the Fish House. And I went to the Fish House, and I remember I was there, and I saw all the blues, and I saw like this old generation right here on the right. I saw a bunch of youngins on the left, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't even know that existed here. And I was like, I could see me performing on that stage. I was like, that's the stage I really kind of want to go to. And then whatever, I kind of just put that in the back of my head. And then November 30th, like Art Basel had just started. I have a studio in Wynwood, and instead of going out, I was like, oh shit, I don't really got nothing to celebrate. So I just created a to-do list, and the to-do list had to do with a lot of different like initiatives I wanted to start. And at the bottom of it was talent show, Backroom Sessions, the Fish House, just like a couple like little pinpoints. And then I pitched it to Angie a couple days later on December 4th. And I was like, yo, I think this is possible. And then she pitched it to her parents. The parents gave us the okay. And then we planned it in 25 days, and we did the first show on the 27th. And honestly, we were all kind of shocked at what happened, and it's been on the gas since. Like, we're just like, yeah, okay.
So you guys have been very fortunate with the response you've been getting so far.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of love, I would say a lot of luck, and we've been prepared a lot for opportunities.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that you've gotten some pretty big, you're working with some pretty big companies, man. I mean, you're not, this isn't just some, little, hey, let's put together some musicians and, you got like Red Bull, hooking it up with some stuff there, man. Some other companies, I think, as well. I mean, I'm sure you could list some of those as well.
Yeah, I thought what was pretty big locally for us was that you guys got to play with the fair.
The fair, it's pretty awesome.
What was supposed to be this year, it was going to be even bigger. Yeah. But then COVID was like, nah, wait till next year. But, I mean, I think I was tricked onto you guys like 2018. That's when I first started hearing about you guys. And all it's been is up and up since then, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It definitely, like, when you're on the inside looking out, like, very early days, I remember with Angie, like, our our favorite part is kind of like working till like super late, kind of like just kind of grinding it out those first early days, and we never really kind of saw it, and we'd hear the reception, and we'd be like, oh shit, like, oh, that's cool, like we didn't really know, and then it started going. We're kind of like, okay, we kind of became a little more aware to it, but even to this day, like we're still so on the inside that we kind of don't notice, but then like we hear things and we're like, oh shit, okay. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. And the best part of it is like they've managed to stay pretty humble throughout the entire thing. It's it's not like, oh, we're like the best tier like of all time. We're just it's just like, like this is what we do, this is what we are, this is, what we present. And if we get compliments along the way,
back
great.
To the community as well. It's really good. Okay, so how about we go a little personal, and I want to ask, what kind of music, let's go prior to Backroom Sessions, what kind of music had inspired you in general? Like what artists in general were you into?
Okay, definitely. I was always very multi-genre, and it shows like with the musicians I work with. They opened my doors and like my mind to just whole nother like world, like working with the band scene, working with like DJs, all that. But prior to that, I would say a lot of hip hop influence. A lot of this one's random, but Mozart. A lot of Mozart.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, like before Backroom, like that's what I'd be jamming to, like when I'm planning, when I'm studying, like that's like my thing. Yeah, and Motown. Oh my God, Motown! I'm a sucker for Motown.
Motown is great.
Motown, of course.
Yeah, those are my things right
Listening
there.
As like Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Yeah. Like I just downloaded a bunch because I'm getting into DJing, so I just downloaded a bunch.
There we go.
Motown because I want to mix.
Mm.
Anytime I have because I'm also multi-genre, like very multi-genre, so I'll have my shit on like my playlist on shuffle, and it'll go from trap to hip hop to like Beatles. But every time Motown comes on, I just can't skip it. Because you'll have a playlist, you'll have everything in that playlist. You generally love all the songs in that playlist, but sometimes you just don't want to listen to like, it's like I've heard the Beatles 10 times in a row. I don't want to hear it this time.
Yeah.
But then like for me, and I'm sure you'd agree, Motown is like something like every time I'm not skipping it, I'm listening to it right now.
I love it, bro. It's like the father of like hip hop, R&B, like just
Yeah.
so
Pretty much, yeah. And like, what are your favorite Motown artists per se?
Man.
Temptations.
Temptations,
top.
like,
That's top tier.
I love their story. Like it's just very, it's rise to fame story. As,
100%.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah.
David Ruff and just everything that went on with them. There's a movie they did called The Temptations that was very well done, and it's like a 2-hour long flick. I definitely recommend it. But just everything about them I enjoyed.
What's your favorite Motown song to listen to like right now? Like what's one that comes on right now? It's like.
Yeah, straight up, I love Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Just
Ain't Too Proud to Beg, okay.
That emotion in that song, I love it. I can like, I love that song. Like,
the one that's been for me lately has been Why Do You Build Me Up, Buttercup.
That's
Build Me Up, Buttercup.
Classic, of course.
That one's by The Foundation, I think.
The Foundation.
Yeah. Dude, that one's so good.
Bro, that one. That's such a good song. That's like another one up there for me that goes on like it's gonna make my mood just.
That's
100.
That's the one you see like when you're like late night like 2 a.m. and it's like listening to these Motown classics with "Build Me Up, Buttercup," and it goes, "Why don't you build me up?" It has like all these other songs.
No, yeah, like at the Jeremiah's nearby where I work. That's whenever that song comes on, I'll move my golf cart closer. I'll be like, I'm listening to this real quick.
Just post a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. So, I mean, obviously, you work with a ton of different sort of artists here in South Florida. Let's get your personal take on this. Obviously, there's nothing. How do you put it?
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings toward other artists. But let's hear your top 5 right now.
Okay.
South Florida.
Well, let me be
most promising.
Let me be more specific. So, other than Gray Street, what are your top 5?
Because obviously we're number 1. I mean, we gotta.
Let's have like okay. So let's try and make this in a way that we can kind of spread out the choices. Top 5, like, who do you think's top 5 most like they've got the best potential to hit the big time?
Yeah, that's a hard question because there's definitely great artists.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
No. But it takes
like
sauce.
Personally for me, I really think Super Gold.
Okay.
Which I
he's already wearing the shirt. I mean,
oh yeah, shout out Super Gold. I'm wearing your shirt.
So like Super Gold, I think Panda's got the stuff. Like I really like lyrically the way he writes music. Drawing Board was really good, but I know they called it quits.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say that a lot of like my favorite bands don't even exist anymore that I've met, which is crazy. That's something I learned.
Do you
with
remember
bands.
Purple Sun?
Purple? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they were great. They were great.
Purple Sun was fun.
And then I don't know if you ever saw Early Birds, but they moved up to Boston.
Never saw them.
We're shipping off to Boston.
There was one from a while ago, and I don't know if anyone remembers them, but I thought they were tight as hell. It was called Reed and Company.
Oh, I don't think I know that one.
No, okay. They were so slept on. They were so good. They did this one cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. This was at Mystic Joints. If anyone remembers that spot, because that place is amazing.
I
Mystic
played.
Joint? Yeah, shout out
Of
Mystic
course.
Joint.
I played.
Down south.
Yeah, I played at Mystic Joint once.
It's
south.
so
pretty
good.
cool.
I love it. But yeah, man.
For sure, real quick though, first artist I'm gonna say is Old Man Willie.
Oh man, Willie. Okay,
Old Man Willie.
okay.
That's up
I
there for
remember
me.
him, man. Yeah, he's featured on that Remy's track.
Oh,
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that guy. Okay.
Segue that into the Remy's.
Okay.
Segue that into
Fair
the
enough.
Remy's,
Remy's
yeah,
is
they're
already
really
there
good
too.
too.
Yeah. And the cool thing about so I went to one of their concerts once because I know Oscar personally. I used to work with him, and I mean he's a pretty funny guy. I like him. He's so like no offense if you listen to this, Oscar, but he's so like frantic at times, especially when he was like key holder, because you were like, yo man, let me get a key for that, and he's like, yo, but hold on, and he would like run away, and I'm like, where's this guy going, bro? He looks so nervous all the time, but I'm so glad that he's just I think he's back to normal. But anyways, but yeah, I remember going to a Remy's concert, and those guys, they just kind of just play songs like whenever. They're just like, all right, we're gonna play this song next. And then I always ask him because I know Justin too. I used to play with Justin a lot, and I was like, you actually know these songs? He's like, no, not really. We don't practice. We just kind of like play them, and if we know them, when we know them, and if we don't, then we don't. And but it's so amazing how they just come together, and it kind of just like realizes itself, builds itself up, and it sounds like they've practiced for like
they've got
weeks.
Good chemistry.
They have amazing chemistry.
There are just times like that. Like we've had moments like that where we literally didn't get any practice for sure, and somehow, by the grace of God, it just went
Apparently, yeah.
so perfectly. Like those are the always practice. Anybody?
Yeah,
listening to
always
this?
practice.
Always practice. But man, is it a feeling when you nail a show and you're like, we didn't even practice for that. Like we didn't have time. We were all busy. The schedules didn't work out, and we still smashed this show. And that's also like, to me, whenever that moment happens, that lets you know the people you're with right now, you've got that chemistry
Exactly.
set. Like you've got, and I think I feel blessed to be in the band I'm in now. I think everyone in here is pretty much perfect at what they do.
Yeah, I'd say
Except
so.
for you, Danny.
Yeah, no, because I'm I'm totally amazing. I'm above a level than everybody else in the
you're
band.
too good.
Because I can play every
This is the
instrument.
announcement. We're kicking Danny.
Oh, well.
Just-
All right, guys. Well,
Okay, so we got what was it? Old Man Willie?
we got Old Man Willie. We got the Remy's.
Remy's?
Do you guys know the Hales?
I think
I've heard of them.
I think
I
I've heard of
actually
Hales.
haven't sat down and listened to any of their stuff, though, unfortunately.
Yo,
Yeah.
definitely recommend it. Like the first time we saw him play was at a show we threw in Floyd, like Space,
Mhm.
and wow, like the people they brought in blew my mind. Like the music they were playing blew my mind, and that was like my first time hearing them, and I was like, oh, okay, wow.
There
They
you
got
go.
a very, like the lead singer has a very like high pitched voice, like one of those voices, and it's like, oh wow, okay, very, very
Okay, I hear that. So the Hales. And what kind of genre would you say they are? Like just hard rock, alternative rock?
I guess I'd call them alternative.
Alternative? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll look.
Definitely not hard. Definitely not hard.
Okay. We'll do some research on them.
Yeah. A lot more on the softer side.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so we got the Hales. Now, are these like ranked, or you're just saying like just these are like your 5 in general?
No, they don't have to be
They're
ranked.
not, definitely not ranked.
Okay,
Definitely not
okay.
Yeah,
ranked.
these are just like the ones like
The ones
like
that could.
like,
They
like
could.
that
They
could
got it.
definitely
Yeah.
make it.
These are the sauce havers. Or what
The
do you
sauce
call them?
havers. The
The
Yeah,
sauce
and then
havers.
following this, I'll ask for a different kind of top 5.
Okay.
But okay, so we're at 3 right now.
We're at 3.
Watch Mojo.
I guess I'm going more with bands on this one. I would
That's
definitely
fair.
say the Polar Boys have a shot. Definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
The Polar Boys definitely have a shot.
They already have a pretty big following,
Yeah.
mind you.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
they've been on the radio too.
Yeah. They've done. I've seen them do their due diligence, and they definitely got the sauce. And
I like the name.
so
too.
They got
That
a
aside.
real good chance out there.
100%. No. I mean, they have amazing. I don't know who does their photos, their video production, their song production. I mean, I'm sure they're all involved with it, obviously, but they have like amazing just creativity or something like that, man. Because you can easily tell like all their stuff is like professionally done. Like they sit down and they're just like that's it right there. Like, it makes me think, I'm like, wow, they're not really like they're like a national band almost, just of like how good their stuff comes out.
Yeah.
It makes me upset. I'm like, damn it, like they're so good.
It's like we gotta speed it up.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's how a lot of bands should be looking at, the top local bands. You're like, you know what? These people are so good. Like, I want to get at their level.
Look, here's a bit of advice from me.
From you?
Anyone.
You're such a reputable source.
I am a reputable source.
All right, whatever.
I'm famous. Anyways, so look, when you're looking at someone and you look at a band and you're like, holy shit, they're so good, but you feel like you should be at their level, that's the moment where you need to decide, are you going to be jealous, or is that going to be your motivator to start pushing harder?
Yeah.
And it's okay to be jealous, but make sure you turn that into something productive.
Yeah, make sure it's positive, not obviously completely negative. It's just like, well, damn, these people suck. Now I'm going to drag their name through the mud just to make them worse. That's not how it should go. What you should do is take a look at that and go, you know what? I'm going to make myself be better than that.
And if you actually, and here's something else, it's very okay to criticize bands too. If you legitimately think a band that is bigger than you isn't as good as you, don't have your only reason being, well, I just think they're bad. If you actually have like legitimate critiques to give, then those can help, that can help other people to avoid those same types of things, including yourself.
Exactly. So on that note, the Polar Boys, no, I'm just kidding. They're actually pretty good. They're pretty good. I like them. They have their own different types of style. I mean, I remember at first, and this is just, me thinking about Polar Boys before, how they are now. Because now, like, their music has kind of shifted a little bit. They had a little bit more of kind of like a pop rock kind of sound initially to now being a lot more just poppy in general. Like, their sound has shifted, their image has shifted. Now they're all doing like this matching jumpsuit stuff. They have their own kind of individual logos, like almost a la like Led Zeppelin.
Like Led Zeppelin.
Almost kind of deal, you know what I mean? They all have their own kind of versions of the smiley face.
Which I always thought that was a cool idea.
That's a very interesting...
Like having individual like logos was a cool idea.
Yeah, and that's an interesting way to kind of, bring some parallels, you know what I mean? Because why not just copy the greats, you know what I mean? Yeah. But they're doing it obviously in a very unique way.
Yeah, they're not pulling what is that band that sounds literally
Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet. Look, they sound great, but they only sound great because they sound like Led Zeppelin. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Let's be honest. No, for real.
Let's be honest. Like, if they actually took that same talent and put it towards something new, I'd be all down for it. I'd be down
100%.
But like when I hear them, I just think I could just listen to Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just the way it is.
Dude, even the kid copies the same mannerisms as Robert Plant.
Yeah, he'll be there with his jeans so tight that you see the bulge and everything.
That's super old school.
So close to...
Yeah, exactly. He tries to copy the same singer, and it's just like, dude, make something, a little bit more unique. Become someone.
Yeah, like, you can definitely use, like, the modern tech... Like, for example, Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. That's very, very synthwave. But what makes a difference is the way The Weeknd sings. He has certain inflections in his voice that come from more modern style of singing that you wouldn't hear back in the 80s, and that kind of what differentiates it. Like, you gotta... If I'm all for taking old shit and, like, putting a spin on it. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah. If you show me... Like, that's why I love... Bruno Mars is one of my favorite modern artists, and that's because all it is taking old stuff and putting a new spin on it. And that's great to me.
And he did it.
But if you're not going to put that spin, then to me, you're not reaching your full potential.
Yeah, you're just wasting...
You're doing some cookie cutter shit.
We don't like
cookie cutter shit.
Good on Greta Van Fleet for finding success doing that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just personally to me. That doesn't... I don't really ever listen to them. Yeah. Like if they're on the radio, I'll let it play out, but that's the thing. If I hear your band, it shouldn't be, oh, I'll let it play out. It should be, I want to hear it right now. Okay. Like, I should be looking for this on Spotify. Not, oh, it came on the radio. I won't change the station.
I won't change.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's called settling for less. Yeah. It's like, well, there's nothing else that's good on, so I'll just let it play.
Yeah, and you guys know what I mean by that. Like, it's like sometimes you're on the radio, you're like...
Background music.
All right, fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's like when they hear a Gray Street song, they're like, fine, all right. You know?
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Okay, so we've got Old Man Willie, we've got the Polar Boys, we got the Remys.
Okay. And
the Hales.
The Hales, and last one.
I would say 12lin. You guys know 12lin?
12lin, okay, yes.
I know. He's R&B, hip hop artist.
Yeah, he's good.
He's got a couple good little tracks that have like a mill on Spotify, or he's got a good following.
Damn,
very
seriously.
Loyal.
Yeah.
I Thank the Gang. If you guys haven't heard it, just turned a year old. It's
Okay.
super dope song. And same thing as the Polar Boys. I feel like he works with the mood board. Like he has options, and his aesthetic
100%.
is very curated, as well as the sound. So he takes his time with it, and I think he's around good people. Like he's toured. He opened for Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, when he
That's
Denzel
huge.
took him with him, and he was able to do that performance.
That's
So
insane, man.
he's rubbing shoulders with the right people. So
Oh yeah, 100%.
I hope to see him.
Billie
continue.
Eilish is someone I do like.
Yeah.
I like her stuff.
Yeah.
But man, that's pretty big.
Yeah, so I really, rooting for him as well. Rooting for everyone. Rooting for everyone.
Yeah,
But those, I see them taking the extra time. That's what it takes. That extra effort, which it takes like that with anything you do. Anything.
Yeah.
Whether it's events, music, fucking anything.
Yeah, like even if you're not even for whatever reason you can't grind on your music because you can't get someone to mix or you don't have the equipment, there are other ways to grind. Like I think on our end we are grinding through the podcast.
Right.
We're still making moves. We're putting stuff out there like literally every week. Well, sometimes we skip a week, but almost every week we'll put up a new podcast. We'll talk about new topics. And right now the plan is to get an interview once a month, and we've been able to be consistent on that. We interviewed Panda, and then we quote unquote interviewed our friends, and then now we got you on. So the next list I want from you is, who do you think top 5 bands based on their stage performance, not strictly just their music, but how they perform.
Their stage presence, I think, would be the best way to put
presence,
it.
that's what I meant.
Because
number one, Super Gold. Then
Super Gold, yeah.
They're fun,
dude. That guy Alex, he does like some funky moves on stage,
Dude,
and
he's
Alex
got
moves.
He's moves like what's his name? It's the guy from they do the song "This Charming Man."
No, you got me there, Chief. I don't know.
The Smiths.
Oh, Robert Smith?
No, Robert Smith is from The Cure, dude.
Close enough.
Damn.
I don't remember his name.
I don't know. Dude.
All right, but Super Gold. I
He
agree with
moves.
that.
That boy moves.
That
man.
boy moves.
Yeah. He has a pretty good set of pipes on him too, man.
Yeah, no, I like
that
his voice.
guy's a great singer.
And just the whole set's curated.
When I first heard them, like they kind of reminded me of like Arcade Fire.
Okay.
Like I could hear, but not based on all of Arcade Fire song, based specifically on the song "Wake Up" by Arcade Fire. That was the song that played in the movie Where the Wild Things Are. That's a great song, by the way. If anyone, I'm gonna put a. Oh, also, typically, anything we talk about, we leave links in the bottom. So any bands you mention, we're gonna leave links to their stuff in the description.
Oh hell yeah! Shout out all the bands.
So yeah, Super Gold.
Super Gold definitely. Trying to think of performances that have left me well, not a band, but another artist, Yoshi Tompkins. That's another rapper.
Okay.
Okay.
That same night that we performed at Floyd, like Space, he performed, and his set, he went from like the stage, because it's a really small stage at Floyd's, and he went from there to like a pillar to another thing, to like mosh pit, and I was like, oh, okay, that's good, and he always like gets people to mosh with him, so that's very important.
You said mosh, so this guy's got to be like a serious
he's like also like with that crew, like with 12 Lin, Denzel.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
used to, like fuck around a lot with X, like they were.
Oh, so this is like a harder kind of rap.
Oh, yeah,
okay, I got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, the second I heard X, I was like, okay, this got to be some pretty hard shit.
Yeah, it's good, and he's like changing a lot now, so it's like he does a little bit of everything. So
Okay,
it's cool.
that's
He's
fair.
going in a very interesting direction.
There you
very
go.
Excited for him too, Yoshi Tompkins. All right, that's 2. All right, well, I think of one. You guys tell me one though.
What do you? Okay, you know what? Here's a band that I think is pretty underrated. Actually, no, not that they're underrated. I haven't heard from them in a fat minute. Pear?
Oh my God, Pear.
Pear?
Yes,
What's
bro.
up? What's up with them?
I don't think I know Pear.
Pear? What?
Yeah, check out Pear, dude. They're a great band.
I would definitely say they're up there. I mean, they're young, so they just gotta, they gotta keep. They gotta keep
No, 100%,
grinding it out.
100%.
But yeah, their stage presence is great. Maybe like if they get more in the Super Gold feel of like moving.
Yeah.
Like, the movement is what sells it, and like definitely Super Gold has that top notch. Pear is very young, but they're amazing. Like youngins, and they got it. They also got it. They're just young. They're missing stuff that comes with experience.
Yeah, right now they got the juice, but eventually we're gonna get them the sauce.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely got the juice. They got the juice, just missing a little bit of sauce. But yo, Pear, they got it.
I know my bias is showing, but I do legitimately think Panorama has good stage presence. Panda really moves.
It's because he's very flamboyant.
He is very flamboyant. He's got, he makes the moves. You can really tell he really feels for what he's singing, and that to me that's important.
Have you guys heard of the Treetops?
Treetops, I have heard of them. Yes.
Another like where the lead singer is very just performative. Like they're just performing a lot of it. Like you can tell they rehearse that. Like
yeah.
So definitely another one up there that I enjoy. I'm trying to think of one more. Well, Hometown Losers. I don't know if you guys.
Hometown, of course.
Hometown, yeah. Hometown, and it's not. There's no dance or anything like that, but it's like the harder.
They have that energy.
The moshing.
Yeah.
Energy. Like I've screamed with them, and yeah, they bring it out of you.
Yeah, their latest track. It's called Another Ghost. Definitely check that one out. Yeah. Shout out, Hometown Losers. They're great people.
Yeah,
the link in the
overall, like just all them amazing.
Yeah, and then I actually got a chance to interview Lee the other day from Ventures, and dude, I miss seeing their live performances. They were pretty awesome. They had something about them that I really really liked. But I thought they were a pretty great band too. Ventures.
Yeah, super like very very indie. We met them at one of our studios in West Condo called 152.
There you go.
And fucking Lee, he in a lot of his sets he'll do this one song. I believe it's 3 a.m. where he claps and people start clapping with him. And yeah, just whenever I see that in the audience with him, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice.
All right. Well.
All right.
Next up, and this will be the last list. Okay. Top 5 bands that aren't together anymore.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Top 5 bands that aren't together.
And this is important because this will be sent to them, and we will beg them to return.
All right, for sure. First one will be Those Damn Hooligans.
Those Damn Hooligans.
I don't know if you guys remember them, but Damn Hooligans.
I know I've seen their name on some flyers for sure, before. But I haven't had a chance to really.
Blew my mind. That is like quarterbacked by Chan AV. If you guys know Chan, she's like more West Palm area. But she wrote the drums, she wrote the guitar, she wrote the piano, she wrote everything, and then she got a band to do it for her.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And then, she just stayed on the keys, but it was all hers. I was like, oh my god.
There's like very few musicians that can actually kind of come up and be like, all right, I want you to play all this, and then it just comes out really well.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do that, man, because you got to be proficient in all those instruments. Yeah. And, of course, like really good at, of course, arranging everything. Because you can play everything proficiently, but like if you suck at just making it all come together, it's obviously you suck. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, dude, I love people that can do that.
Ikagi?
Yeah, okay,
They used to be Take It to Nowhere, right?
Yes, I believe. Actually, no, don't quote me on that. I said yes too quick. I don't know.
We're gonna quote you on that.
Yes.
We're gonna fact check you.
One of the band members, I think, was Melanie.
I believe so.
Okay, yeah. I
Wait a second, Melanie. Does she have like her own solo project now? That's not Glass Orange?
Not Glass
she does. Okay,
wrong Melanie.
She does like haircuts and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I know which one.
Yep. Yeah, Ikigai, and then. By the way, I'm gonna say this. I didn't like the name change. I don't like the Japanese name. I think Take It to Nowhere was a very good name.
Take It to Nowhere was good. Honestly, I didn't know that was the same band that changed names. If that's the case,
I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong.
Well, I guess I could. Give me like a good percentage. How wrong do you think you are?
I'm 90% sure that I'm right.
You look so sure that I thought I was right. So
look, like he's a very convincing guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's not another band that had a Japanese name in Miami. That seems not likely.
Yeah, nah. I would say it was only them.
Yeah, and the lead singer was a girl, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Same band. I performed with them.
Lead singer was a girl, so it had to be the same band. No,
because I know all the other bands that I performed with that had lead singers as girls. Like Drawing Board was one of them. The other one was they became Palomino Blonde.
Oh, that was LSD, Longshore Drive?
Yeah, Longshore.
Drift. Close enough.
Dude, you just made me realize that their name is LSD. I didn't realize
Did you not realize that?
No, I didn't
I thought it was so clever. I'm like, LSD, Longshore Drift. Okay.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, which is, oh my God, her name, Carly, right?
Carly.
Dude,
Carly, she's nasty.
I loved Longshore Drift. I really liked that sound. They moved towards a more at least from when I saw them, maybe that was just the performance, but they moved to a more punky sound when they became Palomino Drift. But I felt like they were way more shoegaze. They were way more like chill.
Yeah, you could definitely hear like My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
in that kind of songs, you know, which is cool. I totally.
No, yeah, I still like the sound. It was still great. I just personally like. There's so many like punk bands in Miami that I really preferred seeing that more chilled out sound that Longshore Drift had.
Yeah, I mean now there's this one band that I'm familiar with, and I think they're doing a festival, and I know the dude. He's the drummer. His name is Brandon, and I'm trying to remember the name of the band.
Brandon.
Oh my gosh, dude, and his brother's in it too. I think he plays guitar, and he sings, I think, as well. But it's kind of like the psychedelic band.
Not Moongazer, right?
No, not Moongazer. Although that one is a really good band as well. It's dude, hold on. You know what? I don't have my phone on me. I don't have my phone on me. Not Exotic.
No.
Although that is another pretty decent one. Dude, now we're coming up with so many band names. It's insane.
What is it? Exotic
Yayo. That's another one, but I don't think it's them. Them?
Their music's... No, it's not. Their music's cool, but their performance is... Like, to me, their performance... And that's not a dig at their music. I like their music, but their performance way overshadows the music.
Yeah.
Like, to me.
I think the easiest way to just improve your kind of stage presence... Because there's a lot of people that just go to a show... And there's like, it's just you up on the stage, which is fine, you know, to improve your stage presence.
And also, I want to say, if you can't move that much because of, you know, you're just too shy to be moving that much, or you just like physically you feel like you wouldn't be able to keep the show up, or you want to focus more on the music, then one thing like that we do, for example, is we focus more on the in-between song moments and having banter with the audience. Like that's also, it's always like, if you want to, like, that's another thing I mentioned this one on the podcast with Panda, is like, you don't want to take yourself too seriously either. Leave some room to be fun.
Yeah.
Because people are out there to have a good time.
Keep it light.
Dude, you can't go up on stage and be like, I'm the greatest of all time. Like, have that attitude for yourself, but when you speak to your audience, that's why, like, for me, my favorite thing is to, after one show I did, after one song I was like, yeah, you're watching the best band of all time. But then the song after that I'm like, so I'm sorry you guys had to hear another song from us. So it was you know, just passing it back and forth between self-deprecation and confidence.
Why are you giving away all of our secrets?
A guide to life.
Well, I'm trying to help out the people that, you know, they want to like maybe start up music, because there's people that aren't in Miami that are going to listen to this.
You're probably right. We actually do. We had a couple people from like Ireland listening.
Yeah, like if you look at our statistics, there are people from around the world. And that's thanks to probably our episode with Bo Blacks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
that we like spread. And now I'm on like Discords. Yeah. And I have a few online friends, so... You know, that's another way, making connections online. Yep. And don't just make connections to make connections. Try and make them genuine.
True.
Actually be friends with people. And then eventually, you know, they're going to want to share if you're actually good. Because you can have a million friends, and I'm not going to, you know, sugarcoat it. If you're not good, your friends are going to say they listen to your shit and then never actually hear it.
Or they're gonna listen to it and be like, dude, honestly, this ain't it, Chief. And
and those are real friends. The friends that are straight up being like, look, man, even if they're being nice about it, they'll be like, look, I think you got something there, but you really need to work on it. That's the nice way of saying it. If you have a friend that's just straight up, you are shit, they're being honest with you, but they
could be nicer.
They could be nicer about it,
but they're being genuine.
No, yeah, they're being genuine, or they don't have a good taste in music. That's also a possibility too.
Different taste.
Yeah, I had a guy I showed Woman, and he was like, it's a good song, but it's not my thing. And I'm like, that's fair.
That's totally. Also, yeah, if your friend's opinion of like your music is like, oh, it's not really my thing, then that's just not the friend to show it to.
Yeah,
because they're never gonna be into it unless you change your style, and you're not just gonna change your style for your one friend, unless you genuinely want to.
Unless you're like crazy good.
You're like, yo, time to switch up my style.
They're like, oh shit, nah, this is it.
Yeah. Although it's really hard to find that song, because there's a few songs you can listen to for like over the course of like maybe like a day or two and be like, you know what, this really grew on me. There's some songs out there that just catch onto you like that. Like the second you hear it, you're like, that was it. Yeah.
When I first heard, because you guys, they wrote Woman before we merged the bands. And when I first heard it, I was like, that's a single. That's a single right there. There's like, even like, and it's okay to like, you know, like be self-aware too. Like you write a song, you're like, this will be on the album, but we're not releasing this as a single. You also got to know, you have to be self-aware enough to not be like, oh, every song I wrote is great or every song I wrote is shit. You know, you got to be able to take that step back from yourself. And really, strengths. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what
other dead bands? Let's bring more back.
Castafellas.
Oh yeah, dude! I first met them because we played at Mystic Joint together. Mystic Joint. Oh no! I first met them because we played at Churchill's. The last time I saw them was at Mystic Joint. Bro, that band had so much potential. I really hope that they sometime in the future come back. Like that was, bro. Their stage presence, their songs, they were just good. Straight up, they were great.
And young.
And young.
Young, very young. They were I think high schoolers.
Yeah. I think that's why they called it, because they were like, oh, some of us are going to go to college, so this and that.
Yeah.
So, and that's understandable, and it's smart too. Like, you got to have a backup plan. Obviously, put as much energy as you can towards this passion that you have. Have a backup plan, though.
Always.
Yeah. And then, I don't know if they're actually still around, because I think technically a few of the members went to college already, but I think they're still writing music remotely. Mahogany Purple.
Bro, I was thinking about them too, but I didn't want to say because I don't think they broke up either.
Yeah, I don't
there's a couple bands that I'm like, I don't think they broke up. It's just been a pandemic.
What's the status of Sun Ghost? Are they still together?
Damn, Sun Ghost is a good one.
I heard
they're on hiatus.
I think they're on hiatus.
I think that's what it is.
But I heard that, I think, now don't quote me on this one, you can fact check me later. I heard that the bassist, I think he left Sun Ghost.
Yes.
But I'm not 100%. Oh, so you have heard this.
I'm pretty sure I heard that. I'm pretty sure I heard that from Javi.
Okay, so yeah, but dude, that guy Jared.
Shout out Jared.
Insane bassist.
Shout out Jared, bro.
Insane bassist.
Shout out Jared. That boy's
you know what it was? Is that when he left Sun Ghost, he shaved his head? That's what it was. You used to have long hair, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think I met Jared from Subway.
No. All right, I'm getting out of here. All right, but you know him, right? Jared, long hair, beard.
I'm pretty sure I've met Jared once or twice.
Yeah. But yeah, I've seen him. I used to see him at Guitar Center all the time. He's like, "What's up, dude?" He always said that. What's up, dude? How you doing, bro?
Dude, I was so
super happy guy.
I was so sad when I heard they were going to hiatus, because I still hadn't gotten to see them live yet.
Yeah, Aiden used to talk so much about them. He's like, "Bro, we're gonna go see. Do you want to go?" And I'm like, well, "Where are they?" They're like, "Oh, they're up in Wynwood." I'm like, "I'm not about to drive all the way to Wynwood." Like, are you kidding me, dude? I live on the edge of civilization near the freaking Everglades.
That's
almost.
Your problem.
I guess that's fair. That is my problem. But look, man, but they were really good. I mean, they're not dead because they're on hiatus technically.
Exactly, they're not dead because I saw them perform last year and it was like a pop-up performance at Lincoln's. So I was like, oh shit, like Sun Ghost is back, but they never left. But they're not here. Let
me put it to you this way: they're in music coma right now. They're on a musical coma because they're not dead, but they're real sleep. You know what I mean? So let's just say they're on coma mode right now.
Coma mode.
Coma mode. Coma mode.
Sicko and the fans are still there.
Sicko mode.
All right.
We mentioned Purple Sun before.
Purple Sun.
Purple Sun. I would love for them to get back together. They were fun as hell, dude.
It'd be crazy a show where it's only bands that have broken up.
All right, let's make it happen.
Yeah,
that'd be the perfect comeback from COVID.
Let's call this Backroom Resurrections.
The Backroom breakup show. You feel me? Like something like that, where it's all the brands that are broken up.
Right, exactly. Nah, but dude, that would be such a great show. Oh my god, the potential.
What
other bands that I can think of?
What's another dead? Well, okay. How about this one? The worst dead band.
Beauty Lies
broke up. I mean, okay, we don't have it confirmed, but we can tell you this:
their Instagram
isn't around anymore. I think their Facebook isn't down only for the sole reason that no one really uses Facebook anymore.
I think that's possible.
Yeah, like the only time you see activity on our band's Facebook is because I have automatically Instagram posts whatever I post on Instagram to Facebook, not because I post to Facebook.
What's the social media that everyone's now is it
Instagram and Twitter?
Instagram and Twitter are like the main two.
Personal TikTok. Come on, you guys.
Well, TikTok. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't trust
are they
TikTok.
okay? Question: Is it banned now or is it still like?
Nah, it's still there.
No, it's still there.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of legal things that have to happen before I get banned. I don't think this is a hot take. There's a lot of people on TikTok that take advantage of the fact that there are young people on TikTok. That's why I'm very much against TikTok. Personally, it is a good way to grow your brand. I'm not saying to not use it, but I would encourage anyone under the age of 18 to not use it. And but that's how I feel. That's how I feel about most social media. I think most people. I'm gonna do a quick tangent, then we're gonna come back to music. I generally think that they need to not allow people under the age of 18 to go on the internet, and there need to be classes to teach people how to handle social media. Because there's too many kids out there that they get into social media, and then there's all kinds of things that lead them to being in a worse mental state than they were before. Yeah. And I don't like seeing that because I see that happen a lot. Because I am very busy on Twitter because I follow a lot of YouTubers and whatnot. But the reason why I brought up Twitter is because I do use Twitter to endorse the band, but I don't even use the band's Twitter anymore because we don't have any like attention there. Like once we start playing shows, I'll start pushing people towards Twitter. But I get way more attention when I just tweet off my own personal account.
No, Twitter, social media, you got to use it, but you got to know how to use it for sure.
Yeah.
You got to know when to take your breaks from it. Yeah,
exactly.
You know.
No, yeah, and you can't be arguing with every person that responds to you because then, dude, trolls, they love when you respond. If someone says your song sucks, like we got a comment on a old video of our cover of Holiday in Cambodia, where it just says the definition of insecurity, and I was just like, I don't even know what that means. I'm not gonna respond to it. I don't even know how to. I was gonna respond being like, what does that mean? But I was like, whatever. I didn't delete it either. I don't encourage deleting negative comments either. Leave them there.
It's America.
Yeah, and also sometimes negative comments, like I said before, can have good criticism. If the guy said, the guy said, oh, your vocals weren't on point in the song, I would have been like, yeah, I agree.
You're right.
I wasn't good there.
Yeah, exactly. So
what wasn't on point in that video was my guitar playing. That shit was way off.
That's all right, man. But yeah, constructive criticism is always, like now this just became sort of like a free speech podcast. But constructive criticism is totally okay. I'm totally fine with it.
But if you tell us we suck, we're gonna ban you.
Yeah, we will ban you and quite possibly find your IP address and leak it out to the world.
And we will report you to the ADL.
But the comment won't be deleted.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but we won't delete the comment.
The comment will stay.
We're just
need evidence.
Yeah, we're just going to kill you, though. It's all right, though.
Oh,
okay.
my God. I was just going to report the ADL.
I didn't delete the comment.
I mean, did I delete the person who made the comment? Who knows?
That's a different trial, Your Honor.
Ooh. Your Honor, we have no evidence to suggest that they may or may not have been deleted.
Bro, there needs to be a lot of bands that need to just, not quit.
Yeah.
Or you know what? But if the more bands that quit, the more space there is for us.
That's what I'm saying. So
all the bands should quit.
Okay, you know what? Better idea. Okay. All right. Backroom Brawl.
Oh.
Battle Royale with bands edition.
Okay, that's true.
And don't put weight classes either. I want to fight someone twice my size.
Hell yeah.
I'll do it.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you, and I've actually had this idea before because for some reason every single band in South Florida loves Super Smash Brothers. Every single one.
I don't like that idea because I wouldn't win.
That's because you suck. Look, so here's
I have a better chance winning in an IRL fight than I do in Smash Bros.
That's
IRL.
That's because you're a heavy.
That's true.
So power behind
it. Power.
So every hit is 30%. Like you're gonna knock someone out in
like Bowser.
3 moves. Yeah, you're you're a Bowser. You're Bowser. That's who you are.
I'm good with Bowser too.
Yeah, because he's super easy.
Because I know his weight.
Yeah.
I live with his weight every day.
Yeah, you can relate, right?
I can.
Well, anyways,
I have a giant spiked turtle shell on my back as we speak.
I can confirm.
I can confirm. So check this out, right? So what if we get all we just get bands, right? Who are obviously down for it. Yeah. We make them all smash out.
That'd be a good live stream.
That would be amazing. We would get the Remy's versus I don't know. What's another the Remy's versus Pear, right? Mm-hmm. And we would just get
That's a fun game.
That
would be so crazy.
Is Pear still together?
Yeah,
they're together.
Pear's still together. Yeah. So we get the Remy's versus Pear, right? And then obviously the master gets just bragging rights. I don't know. We weren't gonna give him anything because obviously that's money.
The master gets to gets the best spot on every show for the next 3 months.
No.
What do you mean? No, that's a good reward.
That's a little too much.
For the next,
you got to give some people some chances
for the next
here.
Month.
For the next month. How about for the next session?
Backroom sessions.
Next backroom sessions. They get the lead. The what do you call that? The headlining.
So next topic.
All right.
So we'll
entertain that next.
So what's going on next? So we're getting to the point where bands are going to be I know Oski is trying to start hosting shows. What's like the plan for Backroom Sessions? Are you guys thinking about starting up live shows again? Like, obviously not this month, but like, for example, I mentioned Oski. He has a show. I don't know what the status of it on, but the plan was mid-November. Yeah. What are your guys' plans regarding live shows?
All right, so definitely, it's a different world.
Yeah, obviously.
World. This all like everything closed down the day the fair was gonna start, so that was like
that was wild.
That was wild. Like we got the email the day of, like we're gonna go.
It was like to quickly speak on our end, like it was gonna be our busiest month. We had 3 shows lined up, including the fair. Yeah. So it was like.
It was great. Like the world looked like, I think I've seen so many memes about like, 2020 was the chosen year, and then it just like hates us.
You were the chosen one.
that exact meme, bro. So, that happened, and right away I was like, oh, this is like a collective L we're all taking. So, I was like, let me not sweat it. Let me just enjoy this really weird long break that we're all having.
Yeah.
And, I kind of just did that, and then we started like coming out with plans of like tiers of what to do. We're like, all right, if the world opens up back in July, what are we going to do in August? If it opens up back in August, what is it going to do in September? And kind of just like rollouts. Then we had that other spike in the summer. So we're like, all right, this is not going to happen. And we've kind of come across the point that we don't think we're going to do a big live show in 2020, at least. And we just started getting more on the digital shows.
Yeah.
So we did a comedy and cocktails via Zoom. We're getting ready for a Halloween show at the end of the month at the cabin with a 10-band lineup. It's gonna be like half and half. Like, so we're getting real good at the live stream parts. Like, we have a video switchboard now. We have like
and different
cameras, like shit like that.
And where do you guys stream? Is it exclusively on Instagram or?
No, we use OBS,
right.
Streamlabs to like stream it, and then from there you can stream it onto anything you'd like.
So
we've done YouTube the last couple times.
Okay, great. Because I don't think I'm subscribed to you guys' YouTube channel. I don't think I.
Oh, hey, that's sub for sub.
How
right?
dare you?
How dare you? I follow them on Instagram.
True. That's another like thing we're also learning in this like digital landscape, because I've gotten that a lot where people are like, "Oh, we're waiting for your show, but we never saw the IG live like go on." And it's like, "Oh, it was on Zoom," or "Oh no, it was on YouTube." So
yeah,
people, we got to find a way to also just like get people. Like,
honestly, when it comes to streaming, even though Twitch is the biggest stream platform, your best option, in my opinion, is YouTube, because Twitch is they're very itchy on that ban finger, like for even the slightest stuff.
Like, yeah, is it because of the copyrighted material? Is that why?
It's not just copyrighted material. It's like words too. Okay. Like, like for example, like if you use a slur, like, and there's a lot of rap songs that use slurs, and Twitch is like, oh, you were singing a rap song? Ban.
It's kind of stupid.
I know Facebook is getting into that level, which is tied to Instagram, obviously.
Yeah.
So I hope that these platforms don't do that. But
yeah. If you have OBS, then you can stream to all of them at the same time, and you don't even have to worry about
That's what I was thinking, right?
If your Twitch gets banned, oh well, you still got YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is great for streaming, though. There's, you definitely build an audience
there. The comments, the live chats.
And you can get, so on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers, and then you need 4,000 watch. I don't know if it's hours or minutes. But once you have those 2 things, then you can join the partner program, and then you guys can start collecting super chats on your live shows. Because, Streamlabs lets you set up a PayPal account, so that way you get donos like that. But for Streamlabs, for super chats, once you hit the partner program, you can start getting super chats. So people can throw $3 super chats, say this message, things like that.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah.
Put me on.
Yeah. Same thing for Twitch, by the way. If you set that up through a
Yeah, once you get affiliate, you can start getting subs, which is $5 a month, or they can throw bits, which turns to money. That's not Bitcoin. It's different.
Yeah, no.
Crazy.
No, but
throwing Bitcoins at you.
Yeah, for real, right? It's like, here's a Bitcoin. You're like, shit, I'm already $3,000 richer.
I don't know. I'd be like, I don't want risky money. I just want normal money.
I just want regular ass money.
I want money that I know won't like crash the next day.
Nah, well, here's the thing. Okay, and we're gonna get super off topic here, but but Bitcoin isn't like, it is volatile, but it has kind of stayed in terms of its volatility. It's been a lot less over the course of the few months already.
I get that, because people are understanding it more.
Yeah, exactly. So people are trying to be like, okay, well now let's start to predict, how Bitcoin works. It's almost like stocks.
Yeah, it's like stocks, but isn't stocks less risky than Bitcoin?
Oh, 100%. They're still risky though.
Yeah.
It depends on the stock.
It does depend, right?
Depends on the stock, bro.
Yeah.
Netflix took that bomb after that movie came out. We're not going to mention the movie by name.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I saw so many like memes everywhere, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
If you guys want to see the best review for that movie, it's the review that Mumkey made. I'll put that in the description. That's the best review of it because it's the most fair take of it.
Okay, yeah, I saw like a couple fair reviews, and I was like, "Okay, I see what people are trying to say," but Netflix dropped the ball.
Bottom line is the intent was good. The delivery,
terrible.
Don't ever do that again. If I see that again on my timeline, you're dead. No.
Jesus, all right. Yeah. Nah, but I've invested in mainly 2 or 3 companies now.
Me?
Which is definitely not your company. Psh, what? Come on now. But Tesla is like making fat moves, dude. Fat moves. Because not only is Elon Musk is kind of like a genius, to be fair. I mean, oh, Jesus. Wait, is that? Oh, damn,
that
no.
Sucks.
Fuck.
Breaking news, guys.
Breaking news.
The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson has been delayed to 2022.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah, and if you saw the trailer, you know how good it is.
So hyped for that, dude.
But anyways, back to the thing.
Back off topic.
So back off topic to be on topic a few moments later. So Tesla is making fat moves. Elon Musk is kind of like a big brain 400 IQ guy right now.
He's the IRL Tony Stark.
Yeah, no.
He really is, dude.
100%.
Dude, if he starts building Iron Man suits, that's the first thing I'm buying.
No, before Iron Man suits, did you see he tweeted that he wanted to make cat girls a real thing?
No, he didn't.
I think he was memeing, but I think we'll probably get... Yeah, he definitely was. But we'll definitely get cat
probably
girls.
A little serious.
We're going to get cat girls before we get Iron Man suits. And I'm mixed on that.
No, yeah, I'm sure you are, Mikey. I think we know your real. I think we know your real intentions here. But
I like anime.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but so Elon Musk has another idea. It's called Starlink. So you know how shitty satellite internet is.
Yes, sir.
So you're very familiar. Well, maybe
I love Elon Musk, and I have I have position in Tesla as well. So
there you go.
I feel you.
So yeah, but dude, this guy is going to create this thing called Starlink. So Starlink is like the not so shitty version of satellite internet, where instead of like getting 500 milliseconds of ping, which is like totally garbage for for online gaming, you're gonna be getting like bare minimum. I think it's like 23 milliseconds, which is pretty fantastic, and it's gonna be like almost just as fast as like 5G internet on your cell phone, which is crazy. Actually, probably faster than that, really. No, it's gonna be like fiber. That's how fast it's really gonna be. So the way that they're gonna do that is that they're putting basically satellites across the entire like stratosphere, if you will. And they're just going to kind of link up with each other. And that's the whole idea behind it. But that's just like such a big brain move, bro. Like, I never would have thought of that. Like, this guy's just like, all right, let's put 50,000 satellites in space and let's just see how that shit works. And they did it. And they're like, okay, it turns out the ping is actually pretty fucking amazing. So, like, check that shit out. But yeah, Starlink, look into that shit, dude. You're going to be like, dude, I don't even need fiber anymore.
Yeah, no, world's getting easier.
World's getting so much easier. It's like...
you know what we should have invested in a month ago?
What should we invest in?
Inner Sloth.
The fuck is that?
They're the company that made Among Us.
Oh shit!
That would have made bread. Oh, no wonder. I'm like, why did that sound familiar? And
yeah.
I just the end of Among Us.
Dude, those 3 guys, they're making so much fucking money. And that movie, that game had been out for already a year. It just got popular, literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's all you see on like Reddit now, dude.
It's fun game.
It's a fun game.
You know why that game works? You know why that game works is because you have an endless possibility of interactions with your teammates.
It's true.
Because it's endless potential for really funny moments.
Yeah.
Like it's like Minecraft, where you have like just the endless different variations of things that can happen. Like if 10 of us are playing, me and Danny could be imposter, or me and Aiden could be imposter. And then like, how does the dynamic work then? And is it going to work the same the next time? What's your strategy?
I've had my heart broken. Like,
you've played it?
Like, yeah, I love it. Like, I went to a random fucking game with my boy, and it was like, same people kept respawning. Like, people weren't leaving the lobby. And me and Blue. It was like me and Blue. I was like, damn, me and Blue like really running this. And on the last game, he was the imposter.
And
it broke my heart, bro. Broke my heart. I was like, damn. Blue.
That's
so sad.
See, like the thing is, I'm not good when I'm the only imposter left because I'm very slow killer because I like to gain everybody else's trust. It's like, no, it can't be me. I was hanging with Danny for like the last 3 rounds.
And then I'd be like, yeah, you know what? That's fair. I mean, he didn't kill me, and he could have had the chance to.
And then the last person I kill.
Which is me. And I'm just like, I thought I could trust you.
I remember one time Maxwell literally said, I literally like dropped my jaw. I really didn't think it was you.
Wow.
And then I was like, I'm sorry, Maxwell.
Yeah,
Silence.
I mean, there's so many games that just ruin friendships like that. I mean, Among Us is the latest one.
No, to me, the only time it ruins a friendship is when you're both crewmate and someone lies about what you did just because they weren't paying attention, which has happened to me before. I'm like, oh yeah, I was in administration with this guy. And
You guys
they're
like, no, you're not.
No, you weren't. I'm like, I literally was. And then I get voted off. And then I'm like, all right, I'm actually mad at you right now. I'm going to mute. I'm going to mute my mic for a little bit.
All right.
I haven't played on Discord yet. I got to play on Discord.
To me, playing VC is way superior to playing on chat.
I heard, man. I saw like the 3D also version.
And that also tests people's like acting ability. Like how well can you play it off?
That's true.
Yeah, it's gotta be way funner being able to hear people like.
Yeah.
This is your test. Are you a good voice actor? Yes or no? Half the people in Funimation would be bad at this game.
Damn.
Damn, tried their ass.
I'm going to say this now. I'm not going to go into it because that could be done in a future episode. I don't like Funimation.
Damn, I like Funimation, but damn, all right.
Yeah. No, it's only the voice actors, or is it just like the entire company as a whole?
The company I don't like. Some of the voice actors I very much like, but some of them I don't like.
Like Sean Shamel.
In regards to the Vic Mignogna situation.
Oh,
but we're not going to get into it.
Yeah, that's like a whole nother podcast. That's like a whole.
That'd be an interesting topic.
We're gonna be here for like 4 hours if we were to talk about that.
It don't take like 30 minutes, but we don't have that much time.
We don't have 30 minutes. Well, I mean, maybe he does. But look,
it's not about Vic Mignogna.
It's not about this anymore. All right, let's go. What were we going to talk about before this?
I don't know.
All right, but look.
You hate Funimation, bro.
I hate fun. No, I'm not gonna get into it.
All right.
I'm not gonna get into it.
All right, let's go back to music. Let's talk about music for a second. All right,
So the music in DBZ is like really fucking good.
Are you fucking serious? Come on, dude.
Are you gonna? You agree, right?
It's to what? It's what?
The music in DBZ.
What about it?
It's
Dragon
fucking
Ball Z?
awesome.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking slander on it for 1 second.
No.
it's good.
That music is fucking the Cell music that plays.
So is by far one of my favorite.
The Cell battle.
Yeah, the music. How does it go? What is it? Doesn't matter. He's dead. All right. So.
All right, no, but real shit. Let's talk a little bit more about. Let's get back into the real world. All right, none of that anime stuff. All right.
Anime is real.
Obviously, anime is real.
Elon Musk will see to it. The anime becomes real.
He'll make sure of it.
First cat girls, then mechas.
Dude, oh my god, if we had like Gundam in real life, that'd
be crazy.
No, that'd be insane, dude.
That's like that would be worse than having a nuke.
That's dangerous. Yeah, that's like
too powerful.
wars.
You know how big some of those Gundams get?
Dude, they get huge.
You just need a couple for like world domination.
Yeah, like 5 and you're good.
Solid. Just put them at the corner of the earth, like it's yours.
I mean, pretty much.
Iron Man could beat a Gundam though.
Dude, what if Iron Man just like made a giant sized version of himself, like a Gundam?
Has.
Like what? Hulkbuster doesn't count.
No, he has.
Okay.
Well, so Iron Man in the comics. Now I don't know as much about comics as Kadir and JT, but I know for a fact he had a suit called the Thor Buster, which basically was like it was a suit that was meant to be strong enough to fight Thor. And Thor in the comics is what we would call he's like galaxy level. That's his power level.
Yeah.
Basically.
Omega level.
Yeah, like he has like for example in DBZ, Frieza can blow up a sun, so we call him sun level. Mm-hmm. So like someone that has the power, they don't necessarily can't make a attack that big, but they have a power equivalent to the destructive power to destroy a galaxy. That's what Thor would be. So Iron Man's made a suit powerful enough to fight Thor.
Damn.
And he's also been part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he had a specific spacesuit for that.
Elon Musk, let's make it happen, man. Look.
Make it happen, bro.
Let's make
Come
it happen.
on. Raise that stock price up. That's what we need.
That's what we need, right? And then he'll be like, all right, guys, so for my next trick, I'm going to become Iron Man. And then you just see him, like, the suit's just like, you ever see Iron Man 3 where he's just like, he just calls on his freaking hand and it's just like, there it is. And then just like the rest of the pieces fall into place. That's what we need right now. That's what we need right now.
So we talked a moment about the fair, but here's something more important. When are you guys teaming up with Santa's Enchanted Forest?
Yeah!
That's funny. I really wanted to like push on that this year.
I think it'd be fun for like the bands to like, let's play a few Christmas songs, and then we'll play our own songs.
Yeah, no, that once like this second year of the fair, I was like, all right, I got the fair for 2 years already. That's a good resume. I was like, time to take this resume and go to Santa's. And that was the plan. Like, I was like, all right, I think like, and that's the idea. I want to be able to get like, the city shows and like stuff like that and be able to like get those because then we could plug people in.
Unironically, love Christmas music. I really do.
Man, it was just
Any
perfect.
excuse to play a Christmas song, I'll take that.
Yeah,
all right, look. And here's my hot take. You ready? There's this one song, my favorite singer-songwriter of all time, but this is just a terrible song. Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
I think it's
terrible song.
I like it.
You can't say otherwise.
No. It is bad, but I like it.
It's bad, but I like it.
It's just like it's
the biggest. It's not just that. I think the biggest problem with the song are those annoying synths. The boing 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 sound. If you take that out, the song's decent. It's repetitive. It's kind of annoying, but without those wobbly synths, it's a half decent song. I bet we could remake it better.
Okay, no,
I guarantee you. I guarantee you, because all we would need to do is take out that shit.
Okay, I could hear that. You know what's funny? You're probably right. It's probably just the synths, but it's not. I don't know.
I don't know what he was thinking with that shit. Those are legitimately awful sounding things. But I love the song. I still do. You know what song? Oh my god! You know what song I remembered the other day was? Do you guys know Mi Burrito Sabanero? Yeah. Dude, I haven't heard that in 5 years, and I was just playing on Discord, and I was like, Un burrito sabanero. And I was like, I remember it. And then I looked it up and I started showing, because all the people I was on Discord with, none of them are from, like, here. So they never heard the song before. I'm like, oh.
They're like, this. What about a burrito, bro? Like, I'm not trying to go to Taco Bell right now.
They were like, no, they were all like, oh, it's such a cute song. I can't believe I never heard it before. I'm like, it's great. It's great.
Classic. Yeah, it's a trademark Hispanic household.
That's a trademark, of course. And then
at the end of the Santa's Enchanted Forest show, we'll get all the bands to come together and sing it at the same time.
That'd be beautiful.
You make it sound like it's like We Are the World or some shit like
that. We are the world star.
We are the world, but for Hispanic Christmas time.
We are the South Florida.
We are the burritos.
We are the burritos.
We are the burritos habaneros. That's fire. That's a shirt.
That's hilarious.
That's the Backroom Sessions, man.
Right, so much business ideas coming off
the
of this
burritos
podcast.
habaneros. Yeah, no, but that would actually be pretty great. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually.
So, so obviously you guys have done shows out of Miami. Like, I know you guys have gone to different states and whatnot. So, are you guys planning on doing, like, a full-on tour?
They did.
So, yeah, I would say, last year, in 2018, we did our first tour, which is just Florida. So, that one was like, let's get out of Miami. Let's see what we can do. And we did that one just to get our foot in the door and be like, all right, I want to plan a bigger tour next year, but we got to say we've been on tour and let's try to get into the life of tour. So we did that first year, and I was like, all right, we kind of know what it takes, all that. Second year, we're like, all right, let's get out of Florida and let's hit the East Coast and let's hit like different states.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the bottom half driving, and then the top side, it was like perform, go to sleep at a hotel, wake up, take a flight, go somewhere else, perform. And it was like, days of just like flights every day and all that. Shout out Victoria again. She helped us out a lot with that. That's like our CFO. And then obviously Ange, she's right hand of everything. So that was like a really interesting thing to do. And from it, we learned how to kind of get out of Florida and touch other places, and which places also we have the strongest reach in. So the idea is that we want to eventually have hubs in these other places across the state, starting with the East Coast.
Right.
All right. And then eventually you're going to get to Los Angeles, California, because you have to.
And New York.
It's a must.
Yeah. Have you guys been to New York yet?
Yeah. That was our last show of the tour. And we got so much love, bro. Like, we're that's one thing, like everyone always says, you leave Miami and you get love. Like, it's just, a lot of these places are older. They have more history. They have more, like, love for a local scene and all that. Miami's still very new, so they don't really have that etiquette there. But, like,
yeah,
Boston,
and the Miami scene in general, they're not, like, it's mostly hip-hop and
that's Dirty South, type of stuff. The band scene is very new in Miami, even newer than
like, my
places.
sister's like, oh, if your band's going to move anywhere in Florida, you guys should move to Orlando, because the music scene there, bands... Yeah,
that's serious.
Yeah.
Either that or Tampa. Tampa's a great scene, too.
Tampa's got a great
so,
Jacksonville up there.
This is a personal question for me.
Sure.
When is the Backroom Sessions trip to Disney?
Oh, man.
You got to play at the house.
The House of Blues.
The House of Blues would actually be a fun spot.
Oh, man. I tried to get them once.
And then they're like, no.
Well, I asked for the price. No, JK. It wasn't the one in Orlando. It was the one in fucking.
Oh, okay.
New Orleans was crazy. They're like, yo, it's $20K to rent it out. I was like, oh, what?
Oh.
You're like,
I guess we're gonna skip out on that one. Thank you.
They're like, you gotta cover what we would make in a regular night.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
Makes sense.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Sense, but I was like, damn, okay. Like, and I'm sure that's like $20K, like easy, like for them.
No, yeah.
Dude, just ask Post Malone to like come to Backroom Sessions, and you'll be covered 100%.
No, we'll use Ray Face app on you, and you'll be.
Oh my god. Just have me grow out my hair just a little bit.
Which one's the one that you guys did? Stay?
No, we were gonna do Stay, and then we never. Did we do Stay?
I'm pretty sure you guys.
No, I don't think. I think we practiced it, but we never played it.
Oh, okay. So we'll perform at the. You know what? We'll get
at the House of Blues.
No. We'll get the show. We'll get the American Pavilion in Epcot.
Okay.
And we'll be Post Malone. And you'll do Stay, and I'll do Circles.
You guys together. You guys are gonna.
We're gonna fusion into Post Malone.
And then we just gotta get the face tattoos.
Yeah, face
and
tattoos.
the cigarette, and that's it. You know?
Yeah, and then we'll do Stay, and then we'll do Circles, and then we'll finish off with Rockstar. Censored, of course. Disney.
Yeah, because Disney. Unless we get Mickey to join in, and he just this like the Kids Bop version, but it's Disney.
He starts singing.
All cursors though, and they love it. They're like, you know what?
They'll be like, "Whoa, Mickey! He just dropped the N bomb," and they're like,
and
"What's
then
up with you,
Goofy comes
dude?"
in to do the. Who's the feature on that?
It's 21 Savage.
So Goofy comes in. He's like, I've been in the hills, feeling like a pop star.
I could see it, honestly.
Dude,
oh my god,
it would have to be Goofy.
That'd be a great.
Too.
It would have to be Goofy. It can't be anybody else. It can't. It can't.
Oh, you know what? Since that voice is so like deep and like rough like that, Donald would probably be a better choice.
Okay, maybe. I don't know if I could see 21 as Donald.
No.
Gotta be Goofy.
Physically,
Gotta
it
be
would be
Goofy.
Goofy. Physically, it'd be Goofy.
Physically?
I'm just saying vocally, Donald makes more sense.
Nope, I don't see it.
All right,
it's gotta be Goofy.
What if Goofy does the main track?
If Goofy was post?
Yeah, Goofy's post Donald's 21.
Might work.
Maybe. I don't know.
Might work.
Look, man, I know my Disney, man. I know my
that one sounds a little.
Quasimodo as Post Malone.
That sounds
like
terrible.
without the hunch, like all the way straight.
They're like,
No.
Straight up.
Yeah,
No,
Hollywood
have
fixed
tattoos
him.
on the hunch.
He has the knife on the hunch.
Yeah, okay, but yeah.
Oh my god, no! This went totally derailed, man.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit.
Which is great.
That's what I figured.
But okay, so we mentioned tours. What is the next plan? Whenever you guys can, of course.
Okay, so this is still something that honestly, like I was working on it before I got here today. Every year for the tours, what I do is I write them down in my notebook and I kind of just let it simmer and I try to bring it to life. I didn't have the chance to do that this year, so I kind of just this week started opening my notebook and being like, all right, I think it's time to start writing stuff to prepare. And I think what this year I'm trying to do is, since I couldn't do tour and our 4-year anniversary is coming up, we always do Best of Backroom at the year show. So I'm thinking of combining them and doing a live stream show in multiple locations throughout a course of a couple days. That will kind of like mix the tour, so we'll be able to like have shows out of state without being there, and then doing a big show at the end of that like series of days, which will be on our 4-year anniversary on the 27th, which is a Sunday.
The 27th of
December. So that's like when we had our first show ever in 2016. Very late in the year, very random day, and it ended up working out. But we just keep going with it.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy. That's like a couple days after like Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was always the idea. I was like, you know what? It's after Christmas and before New Year's. People should be here.
There you go. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm like, they had to be here and they can't leave yet.
People are like, let me have that one day without my family real quick.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. And the first one ever was on a Tuesday. And like, so was like the first volume 1 was on a Tuesday. I think volume 2 was on a Tuesday.
You could even say he had the club going up on a Tuesday. Oh my god, I haven't heard that guy. Who is he again? What's his name? I am McConan or something like that.
Yeah, McConan.
McConan. That is. Where's he at? What is he doing? Man. McConan, if you're listening, where are you? What are you doing?
You know, Jersey don't let no one else blow up.
That's. I mean, you guys. That's kind of true. Honestly,
the weekend he let him blow up.
That's only because he was Canadian too. Actually, is he Canadian? No, I don't know. Is The Weeknd Canadian?
I don't know.
If he is, then I can't listen to him anymore.
Oh, what's wrong with Canadians?
They've had it too good for too long.
That's true. Justin Bieber.
You know where that's from, right?
Drake. No. What?
That's from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, really?
That's from The Ghost, Norm.
No,
He was voiced by Norm Macdonald. He was like, now, after he tricked Timmy, he's like, now it's time to go to Canada. They've had it too good for too long. Which is funny because Norm Macdonald's from Canada.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like you said that. I'm like, that's funny as fuck. I just remember. Like, I went back to being a child and hearing that.
Damn.
Dude, Norm Macdonald, best comedian.
I think so. I mean, he's one of the best, I would say.
Easily, legend.
There's a couple people that
The
are
thing about Norm is that not everybody gets him because he's more of like a comedian's comedian.
That's fair.
Because he does like, because like for my example, my mom just thinks he's an idiot, but that's the point. He's actually in an interview said nobody wants to laugh at someone smarter than you, which is I think pretty smart.
Yeah, he's pretty clever. I mean, that's the reason he did was it Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live for so many years, man.
Oh, he was the best at that. He was the best. And then they fired him because he kept making, I think, Bill Clinton jokes. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they got rid of him.
Seriously?
I think so.
Well, obviously this was during the peak of, his presidency.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, y'all been dropping so much knowledge on me. Like I'm listening to this podcast and like
we're just gonna be
check so many things we've talked about.
Yo, check our other episodes out. You'll learn so much about.
Yeah, you guys
you'll learn how angry I can get. You'll learn how good we are at just coming up with jokes on the spot.
Yeah, nah. I'd say you're better at that.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the I've seen Bambi 1,942 times.
Because it came out in 1942. All right, yeah. No, that was a good joke, and I didn't even notice until you told me. You're like, yeah, did you see that? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, 1,942 times, and I was like, oh, because it came out in 1940. Yeah. There you go. Fair enough.
What was the term that you said you used that everyone calls you old for using it?
Oh, up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah, up the creek without a paddle, okay. and then I was like, I responded to him by saying like, I haven't heard that saying since like 1972, and he's like, no, you haven't. I'm like, no, I haven't.
I'm like, you're not even from. Yeah, but the reason I said that was good. He was like, dude, you sound old or whatever. I was like, yeah, because my dad uses that, and he's like 80, and he's like, yeah, what the fuck? It sounds like this shit came from the 1940s or whatever. I'm like, that's because my dad is from the 1940s.
Was he a miner?
What?
A gold miner.
No, what? My dad was in Cuba or no? So what the fuck?
So he was mining for gold in Cuba.
Bro, if you don't get your bullshit out of here, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Damn, bro. So your dad had you pretty late.
Yeah, almost when he was 60, bro.
Wow. Yeah, that's what's up. Hell yeah.
He still had it in him, man.
How's that make you feel? Like,
I don't know, bro. That's kind of crazy. Like, if he could do it, that means,
Hey, it's a good thing you didn't end up like Chris Chan.
Oh no.
His dad also had him like late.
That's true. Yeah. No, that guy. That's another story.
Yeah. Next episode, we're gonna talk about Chris Chan. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We might in the future. No, but not next episode.
I wouldn't want to talk to that guy about that guy for like 30 minutes. That guy. It's just a terrible story.
No, it's funny.
It's funny, but it's bad.
I know it has terrible parts, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of
synopsis.
Oh, you don't know Chris Chan?
Oh no.
We can't talk about this on air.
Okay.
It's that bad. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, like
off the record later.
No, it literally takes like just the synopsis takes quite a bit. If anything, you know what? If you got time, we can really quickly watch the PewDiePie video after we're done with this, because that kind of gets through everything really quick.
Okay.
You know PewDiePie, right?
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
Who doesn't know PewDiePie?
There are some people that still know PewDiePie,
which is insane to me.
But I expected Bause to know him because you are on social media.
Yeah,
it's people that aren't on social media aren't gonna know PewDiePie, or they're less likely to know him.
They'll be like, "What? A PewDiePie? What does that taste like?
What the hell is a PewDiePie? We only have pumpkin pie during this season."
And of course, they sound like they're white, like super redneck as well. Like,
you're saying only white people can be redneck?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
All right. Well, I think it's about time.
Actually, hold on, bro. Let me rephrase that, because there are Cuban rednecks. I'm not. Are you familiar with the term guajiro?
Yeah.
True.
That's a Cuban redneck right there.
True.
So there you go.
That is a Cuban redneck.
Go on, get.
No. But they don't say go on, get. They say oh. Like they're they're so unintelligible sometimes.
Is that the guy that was asking Aiden for juice at his job?
Ho! Yeah. Oye, señor. Okay. ¿Tiene ho? What? ¿Tiene ho? ¿De qué? Ho? Digo, ¿jugo? Soy.
Didn't he like show him like a list too?
No, he showed him like a picture. He's like, jugo. He goes, sí, ho.
Well,
it's just like they slur their words so fast. It's just like, how can you even
finish it off?
Yeah, there you go. Ho! Or back when Aiden was with me, we were like, "Tiene una pregunta, una consulta." They would always ask like una consulta, and I'm like, what? Tiene un baby Taylor. Okay, un baby Taylor. And I'm like, what are you trying to say, baby Taylor? Oh, okay.
See, that's the thing that makes it even harder for me to understand Spanish. See, like, if someone speaks Spanish to me slowly enough, I can figure it out. But when they come at me with that fast Spanish, I'm like, nah, dog.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
dude.
even gonna tell you to speak slower. I'm just gonna tell you I don't speak. Like
It's
this guy
easier to do that.
This guy came to the house because it was my mom's birthday
Right.
yesterday. Yeah. And so this guy came and had flowers, and then he spoke really fast Spanish to me, and I was like, what? And then he said it again, and I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, what's your name? And I'm like, oh, Michael. And he's like, oh, okay, here. I was like,
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. And he sounded,
understand that.
He didn't have any accent when he said my name either. He just
Michael?
said Michael. I was like, why are you speaking so fast to me?
All right. Top 5 Spanish-speaking countries. Go.
Top 5 Spanish-speaking countries. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mexico because I'm Mexican.
They speak very fast, right?
Oh, also, like, well, there's not a lot of Mexicans in Miami, so
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on. Wait. What about Homestead?
in Homestead, that's it. Like,
Homestead?
oh well, like we're not in Homestead, but we're closer to Homestead than Little Havana.
No, of course.
But yeah, in Homestead's down there. Mom lives down there. But yeah, some Mexicans there. They talk real fast. Cubans talk loud.
No, they do talk loud.
I wouldn't say
They are very
necessarily
loud.
fast.
And
They
I
could.
would know. And the funny thing is, and I swear to God, it's like hereditary, dog, because both my parents are Cuban, right? But my dad speaks super loud under any circumstance whatsoever. I mean, it could be like, a fucking funeral, and it'd be like, so how did he die? And like everyone's just like,
Yeah, it's just 100% part of the culture. I grew up in a Cuban household with my step family, and
okay.
yeah, like I definitely picked up a lot of Cuban like innuendos. I feel, and
Yeah,
I'm
feel
very
like
familiar with it.
I feel like the quietest Hispanics are Peruvians.
I wouldn't even say that, man. I work with a Peruvian bro, and he's actually just as loud as me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get lit.
I feel like every time I've gone, because my dad's side of the family is Peruvian.
Okay.
And every time we
never
would go, no. But like my dad is like he's very much like me, like when it comes to like joking.
Yeah.
But like whenever we would go to a Peruvian restaurant, it'd be very quiet place.
Really?
Very chill. And then like you compare that to like going to a Cuban restaurant. Everyone's just
Everyone's
I can hear all the plates and silverware hitting and voices going.
Yeah, you
don't clean plates. They just like destroy. Bring out the new
We're done
plate.
with this one.
Every day at La Careta, I'm sure it's just like that. They're like, oh,
Yeah, like that's.
I love La Careta.
Food is like banging though. Oh,
yeah.
that's what they about Miami.
And
All the
this-
food's banging.
And the service, and you know what's funny? It's just like, you know how some people are very professional with their Spanish here, like, like, hola, ¿cómo anda? ¿Qué necesitas? They'd be like, if you go to like La Careta, they'd be like, ¿qué tú quieres? Yeah, okay, that one, yeah. And then they just leave, right? And they come back, banging food. Service is like the most unprofessional thing in the world, but dude, they always have the best service, I'm telling you.
It's the same thing with what's the name of the restaurant? It's Isla
Canarias?
Yes.
Isla Canarias.
Same thing there.
Yeah.
Just
And
like-
I mean, and all like you also on the other end of the spectrum get like top quality service when you get like the older like Hispanic
Oh, yeah.
grandmas.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they call you mi corazón.
Mi corazón,
Lindo,
mi
rey.
cielo.
Yeah.
I always get mi cielo every time, and I'm just like,
These ladies are calling you
It's
heaven.
so nice, so nice. Or
Their heart.
When I worked at Denny's, there was a lot of servers there that they were all like Cuban or whatever, and they would always go like mijo or this and that. And
Yeah,
I feel like,
mijo.
oh.
You're automatically family. Like,
Or they'd say mi amor, and I'm like, oh.
my love, my heart. Like, bro, direct translations would like freak someone out if they didn't know the culture.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
yeah, that's true,
I was like, I've never been so loved before.
That's true.
What's your name?
It's like, oh yeah, they're
I
like,
don't even know you.
they're like, oh, we don't know the newbie's name, just call him mi amor.
Mi amor, be like, okay, that one, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You know what? There's nothing nicer than this. You ready? When this happened to me, I think one time at like IHOP, and it wasn't here in Miami. I forget where I was. I think it was like in Williamsburg, Virginia, or some shit. Because I was out on like a family jet, and we had this one really nice lady, and she was black, but she was older, right? So when they say, "I'll get that for you, honey," it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
when they call you honey or baby or sugar, I'm just like,
And
ah.
no, it's the same feeling I get when I go to like a Cracker Barrel, and then the server is like this Southern woman, and she's like,
Southern,
"How
yeah.
you doing? How you doing, honey?" And I'm like,
Yeah, like Southern hospitality.
I'm good now. I'm doing well now.
That's
I had
true.
depression before, but now that's slipped away.
You're just like, I don't need a therapist. I'll just come see you every week. It's
Bro,
fine.
you know what? No, I was gonna say fuck therapy. That's a joke.
No.
Fuck therapy. Go to Cracker Barrel and get called honey.
If it works.
But if
it's
you need
cheaper.
therapy,
if
go
it
to
works.
therapy.
Yeah, definitely.
But also get their biscuits because their biscuits are pretty.
Oh yeah, Cracker
Their
Barrel
biscuits are kind of like therapy in a way. They're
so
therapeutic to your
fucking good.
stomach, you know.
You add like honey to it as well,
Yeah, or
and they call you honey.
Yeah. It'll be better for your pockets.
It's just a trifecta.
it is better for your. That's true.
Way better for your pockets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Therapy? What? $200-$300 an hour? Nah, man.
Just spend
Biscuits?
20
How about
bucks.
$5 a biscuit? Not even. Probably way less than that, but still.
And for sure, even though in Cracker Barrel they turn the table pretty quick, they won't kick you out.
They won't.
They won't kick you out. But once you're done, it's like, all right, let's clean this up. Let's go. I can't imagine
like
now.
they never. Every time I've been there, they never rush you out. They're just like they wait, and then as soon as you're gone, you turn your back and the table's clean already.
Completely clean.
It's like what the fuck.
I swear they have to have like magic
They have
powers.
ghosts. They have ghosts.
They
out
have.
there.
Well, you know they have to have some sort of like was it like
It's
bayou?
their mamas and their mamas' mamas. Then they
So-
clean the table. And
So it's
then
like
there's-
bayou magic. Or
the
something?
Southern hospitality never
Bayou
leaves.
Magic.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about in Princess and the Frog.
Oh, there it is. You know, I haven't seen that movie enough to really kind of capture that. But I do love the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
But
But I
you haven't
heard-
seen
Princess,
it? It's
you haven't
really,
seen
really
it's a
good.
really
I heard
good
it's
one.
good. I heard it's good. I haven't seen it.
It's
a really
so,
good one.
but it didn't do that well financially, which is why Disney didn't continue.
that's
with-
why they don't.
They don't
push
do
it.
they don't do 2D animation anymore. That's why.
Yeah, because all those kids are like, look at that old cartoon. God.
I feel like maybe I don't know why that movie didn't, because I feel like
I don't
Disney
know.
did
It-
advertise it.
It was so good though. I liked it.
great music too.
You know,
All that because all the music is jazz and
Yeah.
New Orleans jazz.
Right,
yes, New Orleans, and the crocodile plays the trumpet.
Oh, and he's based off Louis Armstrong.
Crocodile, alligator, crocodile. What is it?
He's a reptilian. It doesn't matter.
Which way were the teeth?
But which
pointed?
one is it? No, I don't
And
recall.
How close were his eyes? And tell me about the snout.
Hold on, I think they're.
I'm pretty sure he's an
they're kind of like
alligator.
out. They were like outside though, and they're kind of like.
It's a cartoon.
Honestly, I wouldn't know the difference, to be honest.
I don't know, yeah.
But I just wanted to hear.
I'd just be like, that's a creature that looks like a reptile, and it's real big and it's scary, and I'm gonna.
That for sure
run
could
away.
kill me. And
You don't know,
and
100%.
play a trumpet. That's all I know.
No, 100%.
He
Yeah.
can play the trumpet. He plays a mean
I
trumpet.
think
He was based off Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, I think it
Was,
wasn't.
was he an alligator?
Yeah, I think it was an alligator because I think
Picture of an
crocodiles are only in like they got to be in like Australia only, right?
I've never been
Crocodiles.
to Australia. I
It's
couldn't
something
tell
like that. It's something where
Something like that. There's some sort of geographical difference between
Yeah.
the two. But oh man, it's such a good movie. But you know what's a movie that was slept on that was 2D animation and it did terrible in the theaters, but it had an amazing soundtrack.
you. Treasure Planet.
Well, that one too. But
Treasure
The Road to El Dorado.
oh,
yeah.
and Atlantis.
Dude, that movie bombed.
That movie bombed, but
I
it was
can't believe
so
it bombed.
good.
Roto El Dorado was.
I wonder why. What? It must have been something else came out at the same time.
Maybe, you know, I don't know.
Because that happened to Cats Don't Dance. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Cats Don't Dance. Fantastic movie. Animation's amazing. Songs are great.
Yeah.
I'm not in it. It's a fantastic movie.
But if you were in it, it would have.
It would be it would have made money if I was in it.
All right.
No, I'm pretty sure what happened was that they didn't get like almost any advertisement, and Oliver and Company came out at the same time.
That's what I heard too. I think.
And not that Oliver and Company did great either, but it overshadowed Cats
Yeah.
Don't Dance. And I love Oliver and Company, by the way. I love the song by Billy Joel in it. Why should I worry? Why should I care?
But here's the thing about the movies.
And there's also a song by Huey Lewis and the News in that one too.
That's what I was about to say. During those times in the when would it, like 1990s, I guess.
No,
2000s?
Oliver and Company came out in 1987, I think,
Did it really?
because it came before the Renaissance.
Oh, okay. Well, no. I was thinking.
Renaissance started in '89 with Little Mermaid.
Well, either way, I mean, let's just say before the 2000s. Let's sort of generalize here. But
No.
sometimes these animation companies would be like, "Hey, you, Elton John or Billy Joel or even what's this guy from Tarzan?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins." They'd be like, "Yo, you guys are famous as shit, and you guys write great music. You want to write some music for our movie?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, sure, let's fucking do it." So, which is why I love the entire like soundtrack to El Dorado. That's such a great.
Well, that's
like-
the problem, is that the usually these movies make the mistake of, why should we have our characters sing it when the omniscient Phil Collins could sing all the songs? And so Phil Collins sing. Not that I love Phil Collins songs in Tarzan, and I think
Well-
they work, but in Brother Bear, I don't think they work as well. And I do
No.
like those songs still. I like the
Agreed.
songs in Brother Bear, but I don't think it works. Like
I
I
pick and
can't.
choose.
Like when I watched Brother Bear as a child, of course I loved it, but now when I watch it, when they go, "Tell everybody I'm on my way," I cringe. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
Why
I
are
don't
you
know.
singing Stop.
I don't
But
know.
like, for example, Elton John did the music for The
Road
Lion
Trip.
King.
Oh yes, he did that
And
too.
it's
That's right.
one of the greatest soundtracks, and everybody loves The Lion King, and Disney decided to ruin it last year. But
Action remake. Still haven't seen it.
It was terrible. Don't even.
see it for free with friends and drunk, and then you'll
and
enjoy
it'll be a
it.
good time.
But
And it's a good
don't,
memory.
but don't give them money. Don't even watch it on Disney Plus. Just don't give
Bootleg
Disney.
it.
Yeah, don't. That's my thing. I'm not gonna give Disney money for this for that kind of shit. And same thing with that Mulan movie. That
I heard.
movie
Oh,
pissed.
I heard.
I saw it.
By the way, it did bomb like terribly.
Oh,
Like, it
yeah.
lost like over $100 million.
Yeah, and I'm glad it did. But that's not gonna change Disney's mind because they already made over $1 billion with The Lion King.
Yeah. But yeah, well, let me tell you why Mulan sucked 100%, because everyone wants the original songs, right? Everyone knows, let's get down to
But
business.
it's not just that. So they got rid of the songs and they got rid of Mushu. All right. Their reasoning, we want to stick closer to the original tale, which the original tale is like a paragraph long. That's why you can do so
Pretty
much with
much.
it. But they wanted to stick closer to the tale, and they wanted to go for a more realistic, traditional Chinese film.
Yeah, which
So, which is why
They whitewashed it though, no?
No, it's
no,
all,
they didn't actually.
It didn't?
It was,
Okay,
it was
I hadn't
all
seen it.
Asian people.
all Asian cast, which is, it's cool. So, okay, we don't have Mushu, we don't have the songs, we're going to be realistic, right? So what do we have instead? Chi, witches, a phoenix. Very realistic, might I add. Like, what? Why are these? And you know what's great about Mulan? I'm sure we can all agree. What is great about Mulan in the original movie is that she works hard and has to use her brains to figure out how to catch up with the rest of these soldiers, right? What does she do in this movie? She's born with chi, and she's just strong. She's already
chi.
good from the start.
So basically,
She doesn't have to work hard. There's like a scene where she's trying to like train, and then she's like, "Oh, I can't do it." And then she's like, does something where she does something really impressive, and she's like, "Stupid! I need to hide my chi because my dad told me when I was a child I need to hide my chi."
Yeah,
It's like she's not failing because she's bad. She's failing because her dad told her to be bad.
Yeah, I think this is very reminiscent of Disney's just terrible story writing, because this is
True.
the same problem with Star Wars as well.
Same problem with
is
Star
that
Wars.
Rey
Yeah.
is pretty much just like, I don't know anything about the Force, except I just totally beat this guy who was trained in the Force.
Yeah, like, hello, Kylo. It is my first time facing you. Bam, I win.
And then you know what they did? They just wrote it off as this kind of like, oh, well, she's a Palpatine.
No, yeah. He got shot. It's like, yeah, but he just beat Finn's ass. And Finn's a trained soldier.
Yes.
Yeah, now they're
Finn got done dirty. Super dirty. I was hyped. I thought he was going to be a Jedi along with Rey. But he wasn't.
Which, by the way, I mean, that is...
I think they were like dropping that hint so people could think that.
Yeah, but
and
then in The Last Jedi, they didn't follow up on that.
Yeah.
Instead, they were just like, look, he's a funny character now. Everybody point and laugh at him.
pretty
And I'm like,
much.
I'm not laughing. I'm angry.
Yeah. Which, by the way, according to, I think it was J.J. Abrams that said, so in one of the scenes of The Rise of Skywalker, when they were like sinking, they were like, Rey, there's something I have to tell you. What is it? And then they like fall down into this like pit
and
or whatever.
literally everyone in the universe was like, oh, he was going to say I love you to her. But no, J.J. Abrams like, no, he was going to say I was force sensitive. I'm like, what?
That was what?
Yeah.
Like
Force sensitive.
Force sensitive.
Which means that he can like use
He can use
he
the
can feel
Force.
the Force. He can use the Force. So it was safe to say that like he was probably gonna be like, yo, I'm probably a Jedi or something like that.
But no, that's ridiculous. Even like, first of all, if he was force sensitive, Rey is so powerful she would have already known.
Yeah.
And second of all, I think everybody agrees the real ship should have been between Finn and Rey.
I think so.
They would have made a better couple than Kylo and Rey.
Well, Kylo's dead now.
Kylo,
so-
Yep.
in fact, even Kylo didn't like the ship. He didn't like the ship so much he died when they kissed. He was like, nah. So, last question is, what do we have, what's next for Backroom Sessions? Like, what is the very next thing that's happening? Like, give us a promo so we can tell everybody to go watch it.
All right, so next thing coming up this month will be the Halloween show. We're teaming up with Safe Space Sessions, and all proceeds will be going to Save Our Stages. So, now that we're going back into the real world, we're thinking of ways to really kind of put our foot forward back into the live scene with like in-person stuff. It's still a digital show, but we know we're like getting our way there. So it's going to be a 10 artist lineup. That one's going to be real cool. It'll be on live stream. And then the end of the year, Best of Backroom show, which will be on December 27th. And details for that will be, stay tuned because we're
Yeah.
still fleshing them out. Yeah. And then what's next? We're going to keep trying to put the bottom map on the map. 2021, we hope to get our partnerships going back up again, so we can get that fair. We can get everyone playing back at the things and the places that we love getting to play at.
All right, that's great. Well,
There you go, man.
well, thank you so much for letting us interview you today, Bause.
No, thank you guys.
Bause.
Bause. I like pronouncing it that way.
Yes,
I gotta ask. I
All
gotta
right,
ask.
is that your real name?
For obvious reasons, I don't think that's his real
So
name.
funny. I guess it depends who you ask. Like, some people only know me by that. Like, and legally, I do own the name. So I mean,
Okay,
I use
that's
it.
enough.
I use it as my DBA. I use it to sign checks. I use it for everything with business. So.
All right, no, that's perfectly cool then.
So if you pull out your license, they'll be like, Mr. Mason, is it?
Well, Mason's a normal last name.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, the Mason's fine. And honestly, there is one more Bause Mason. There's only one more, Thomas Bause Mason.
Well, then we have to stick him out.
Yeah, honestly, him and Sarah Bause Mason. They're I believe they're a couple. I watched them intently. 'Cause I get to know-
Do you actually look him up?
Yeah, because
Oh
when
my
I
God.
started, I was the only boss. Well, he was the only Bause Mason, and I was like, all right, time to take over this SEO. And so I got to keep up with him, see what he's doing. He's active. He's out there landing contracts.
Dude, what if this guy hired a
Damn, dude.
fucking hitman to be like, all right, I gotta be the only one.
Next up in Backroom Sessions, Hitman Hour.
Hitman hour.
But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Next week we'll be doing a tier list. Shut up, Aiden. Next week we'll be doing a tier list on the best horror villains as a celebration. And hope you guys will check it out. And I hope you all have a great day.
Or night, or, whenever you're listening to this. Because
No, only day.
only day?
They can't listen to this at night. They'll fall asleep
That's not true.
because of us.
No, but look at it this way. Look, if it's nighttime, Eastern Standard Time, it's daytime somewhere else.
All right. Anyways, I love you guys.
All right, guys, take care. Have a great one.
Peace.
All right.
Stop recording.